I've often been told that truth is stranger than fiction, and I found out that the movie Grimm Love is based upon actual events of a German cannibal that happened in like the mid-2000s. I kind of thought, oh, okay, this should be different. This movie's a lot more of the psychological aspect and the thriller aspect as opposed to being, entirely just a schlock flick about two guys who are essentially, well, one guy's actually a closeted, oppressed by his parents, homosexual, and the other one is also kind of has the oppression side of the homosexuality while at the same time having maybe hints of paranoid schizophrenia. The basis of this is Carrie Russell plays a grad student who's trying to study exactly how someone becomes a willing victim to cannibalism. And essentially, this guy found somebody on a cannibal chat room, message board, if you will, and he was asking to find somebody who actually wanted to be, slaughtered and eaten. Actually. Not the weird, a couple people showed up and they thought it was more kind of like a fantasy roleplay sort of thing. No, he legitimately wanted to kill somebody and eat them. And then he found somebody who wanted to be eaten. Having watched the movie and read some of the background, there actually is a 2-hour tape that was actually made that goes through the process of what he was doing during the process of slaughtering the person to eat him. One of the things they do show, now this movie doesn't get as graphic as you think that it could be. It's a lot more of the weird psychological, what takes somebody to this point, which is what makes it ridiculously fascinating. But they do show one scene. The cannibal E, I guess that's what you would call him, decides that before he dies he wants to have his penis bitten off, which can't be done because of the muscles and the tendons and whatnot. So the cannibal tries to remove his member in said fashion. Then he has to just cut it off. In the trial, they mentioned they tried to eat it raw, but it was too tough. So, while the newly castrated cannibal E is heavily sedated, the cannibal begins the process of cooking his penis. And then, court documents said they actually shared it, but it was kind of tough and chewy. And ironically, he does consume an awful lot of this person. I think it's about 50 pounds of him he actually consumed. Unless I've read that wrong, it was in kilograms. That's an awful lot of meat to eat off of one body. Of course, the movie ends with him trying to find another victim, when in real life he was actually captured. When he was trying to find the second victim, when they realized he's not joking, he is actually trying to find people who are willing to be eaten. So Grimm Love, if you're looking for some sort of weird exploitative sort of movie, sorry, this isn't it. If you're looking for more of the bizarre psychological drama of what takes somebody from being kind of a regular everyday sort of person to wanting to eat somebody or wanting to be eaten by somebody. The weird connection they sort of have where he's like, I just want to be part of something greater than myself. I want you to consume me. Moments like that, you kind of go, this is a pretty weird movie. Probably one of the best I've ever seen from, by Fangoria. And that is Grimm Love.